As you can see, we got 3 windows up here. We have the bottom one is just OBS and just the part of OBS we're concerned with today. I got rid of all the other stuff. You see part of the infinity screen going because you need to see a menu. And this is an audio plugin that Elgato made that's in their OBS plugin thingy that lets you control volume directly from OBS with a dial. First thing I'm doing, because I won't have audio to explain it, I don't want you to get double audio, is putting my mic input in here just to have my mic input separate. Then I'm going to put in Pretzel. I'll explain what's going on. What I did was I took my microphone out of my normal stream mix out of the Wavelink software I use and have isolated that here. That's just for demonstration purposes. So what I did was hit the plus, and then as you can see here, audio input capture, and then I named it. So this was the my mic. So if I wanted to do this again, I could name it whatever, it doesn't matter. Hit OK. And then from my device list, I selected the Wavelink microphone FX because that is my mic through Wavelink with all the filters already applied. And then I hit OK. Now we're going to add in Pretzel because you can add in on a per app basis volume controls. So add, then we want to say application audio output capture up top here. And it brings up this window. I'm dragging this down so you can see it. And this will be Pretzel. Oops, Pretzel. Say OK. Then I get this big window here. Let's see if I can show you any of it. And it's looking for audio. So here you get session. It's where you select from your open things. I want Pretzel. I select Pretzel. And then I hit this add executable button, which adds it to the list here. Then I hit OK. And now I have a thing for Pretzel. If I go to Pretzel and I hit play, Pretzel is going, right? Okay. And I just wanted to show setup, so we're going to take this window, move it down so we can see the other things. So now then, this is a blank page on my Stream Deck. As you can see, I'm on page 3. Page 3 right there, and I don't have anything programmed. And now what you want to do is make sure you have the OBS Studio plugin that Elgato made. So go to this blue box here, or this little bunch of squares with the little blue circle and the plus sign. Activate that. Plugins, OBS, and the OBS Studio by Elgato. The bar rater stuff's neat, but it doesn't have this new plugin that they go. Now this is a Stream Deck Plus as well. So remember that. This is a Stream Deck Plus. OBS Studio, you install that, yay. And then you'll see all of this stuff here on the right. Now then, what they added just this week is the ability to control all your sources from a dial within OBS. Now I have my mic. I click on the dial because it's Elgato's thing. It's aware of clicking on the dial, so you'll see the options change. Bam, now it's like, oh, okay, so this is the dial function, the audio mixer volume. I just move it over to the dial, waiting for OBS to connect. And then I select out of all my sources what this is. So I named this my mic. So I want to find my mic. Bam. And then the step size, when I rotate the knob, is 1. You can set it 1 to 5, you know, whatever you want. can give it a title if you want to title it. You can see it comes up there on the screen. So we have that going, and then we do the same thing for pretzel. Add mixer volume, put that in there. Click the source, and then we find the source called pretzel. This is a lowercase one, so pretzel, there it is. Now I have 2 buttons, and now what I want you to pay attention to is the window down below here. You'll notice that this bar here that normally controls the audio goes down when I turn the dials. So let's get pretzel going again. And now I'm turning down pretzel as it plays. Nice additions, yeah. I can even turn down my mic. So, you know, I'm not so loud, and I'm quieter now. And turn me back up. And as you can see below here, we have 3 things. It's telling you that you turn the knob, you can adjust the volume. Right, so to the right is increase, to the left decrease. Press in the knob to mute the source. Like that. Now you shouldn't hear pretzel at all. Do that. And then also that bottom icon is if you put a dial stack in, you're going to press in the button or press in the knob, and that will take you to your next selection. It won't mute, but if you touch the touch screen, that'll mute the source. Again, the Stream Deck Plus. Elgato did say in a tweet that they are working on the same thing for buttons, for the big square buttons. So eventually any Stream Deck will have this functionality, and you can just use the buttons, but I like my dials. Those are very handy. And so if you don't want to use the Wavelength software that comes with the Stream Deck Plus, you don't have to. You can just add what you need into OBS and put it in and control your individual sources right through OBS without any fuss, anything. Works really well. It's amazing to me to have another tool that can just instantly go into OBS, because if you don't want to spend money on a mixer thing, now you do have to spend money on the Stream Deck Plus in order for this to work with dials, right? Eventually you can just do this with a Stream Deck, and you get the Streamlink software with it for free. And so you can do what I do, which is put everything in, and that's what I have muted right now, so I don't double up my sound. There. Okay, now I'm back to how I usually have things set up, which is everything is going into this audio mix here. So you could set up all your audio sources along here, and you know, you have 4 knobs right down here, and if you have a button or you scroll your screen, you have another 4 knobs to do that. So you can keep adding sources, and if you have more than 4 things, just put them on a separate page and you can keep going. So if that's the way you want to work, and like I said, plugs directly into OBS, you don't even have to worry about learning any other software other than learning how to move thing to here to activate it. Because as I said before, all the VST stuff I do to my voice, you can do a lot of that in OBS. And if that's the way you want to work, it's perfect. And it's just another way that OBS can be your singular tool for just about everything you do.